All right, in this video we're going to show you how to play a golf course. Here at the 5-Star Golf Center we have the TGC software, which allows us to play up to 150,000 golf courses. So when we go into the golf course setting here, the most important thing, right away you're going to have to put a ball down in between the 4 black dots so the system can recognize that. Once I have a ball down, I am going to press the pod icon and go. The simulator will be looking for the ball, and once it's ready, it'll say ready. Do not close this out. This will run in the background. So I can just immediately then click on TGC Simulator Console. Start game. Start the Golf Club Simulator 2019. Again, keep that running in the background. Enter to continue. And once we hit this screen, we're going to go ahead and play a local match. Okay, this is where we can choose the course we want to play and set up the course conditions. Right now I have it on Pebble Beach. If I wanted to change the course, I press change course. I go to more filters. You can search courses here, or go to my favorites. We have some preloaded courses, Torrey Pines and Springbrook here in town, Pebble Beach. If you wanted to play Augusta National, that is called Firethorn National, and it has the member tees or the professional tees. But we'll go ahead and play Pebble Beach today. So I'll exit out of here. Very important, you have to pick what kind of format you want to play. Stroke play is just you against your friends, adding up every shot you hit. Or you can play these different formats. Match play, which is head-to-head, or any of these formats if you're familiar with them. We're going to play stroke play. Change the course conditions. This is important. We want to make sure that the course is friendly to us. I always put wind speed none. This doesn't matter then. Time of day doesn't matter. Weather doesn't matter. Green speed does. We want it to be slow or moderate. Green firmness, we want it to be very soft so that the shots we hit into the greens stay on the greens. Terrain firmness, I like it to be firm so that I can hit it as far as I can. Once we have that set up, we've picked our course, we're playing stroke play, we have changed the course conditions, I'm going to create the match. This is where you're going to add players and select tees for each player and the pin position. So I can have 4 different pin positions, it really doesn't matter, but if you want some variety, I'm going to play the blue tees today. I have the name here. I can click on this and edit the golfer, give a different name. You can change the to male or female. Add player here, going to make a guest, and you can add as many players, up to 4 players as you want. And we'll have Vince play the blue tees. And once we have this set, we can go ahead and begin the round. Before you begin, very important that you decide how you want to putt in the system. We have a couple of different options, which I'll go through now. To set up the putting, you are going to use the keyboard, press Escape, select Settings up here on the top, Gameplay, and down here you see the Gimme Rule. Right now, the Gimme Rule is set to on green. There's 3 options. If you set it to Gimme, that is going to, you're going to be required to hit shots and putts until you're within 2 yards or 6 feet of the hole, and then it will give you that next shot and add 1 to your score. I like on green. The on green setting does the same thing. If you hit it to within 6 feet, it's going to add 1 shot to your score and finish up the hole for you. Anywhere else on the green, it's going to add 2. This speeds up play incredibly when you're playing. Last thing you want to do is spend time in here putting and putting and putting and putting until you get to within 6 feet of the hole. So on the green +2, within 6 feet is +1. So I'm going to use the on green function here and back myself out, and we are ready to play. So we are on the first tee at Pebble Beach. Just want to go over some of the things on the screen here that are important. You can see what hole you're on. First hole, 379 yards, par 4. Here are the players, what shot they're about to hit, and their score in relation to par. The arrow points to whosever turn it is, so this is very important as you play the hole to see whose turn it is, and the arrow will point to the player. Down here is an overview of the hole, and if you use the mouse and kind of go over the hole, you can see the yardage changing there at the bottom. I can see how far it is to certain elements on the hole, like 240 yards to that sand trap, 276 yards to that sand trap. Down here are some shortcut keys that are important because if I want to aim or change my aim, I'm going to use the arrows. You can see in the middle of the screen is that small circle right in here, and this is where you are aiming. So left and right arrows will help you aim. The next shortcut key is Q, and it's got a little eye icon here. And the Q shortcut key on the keyboard is going to actually do you a little flyover and show you where you're aiming. And again, from this point, you can also move left and right to aim. Press Q to get back to the tee. You have to be on the tee to actually hit the shot, so you can't hit from your bird's eye view. Here is E. E is simply going to give you an overview of the hole with some of the yardages from your ball to some different targets. Press E to go back, and I am ready to play. So always a reminder to make sure that the ball is in between the 4 black dots on the floor. We have a variety of tee heights that you can use, the green tees, so especially if you're using driver, go ahead and pick the tee, and let's play Pebble Beach. All right, well, I seem to have hit it in the trees, and this will allow me to show you a very important function, which is called the mulligan, especially out the first tee. If I want to do over, I have to wait for it to be my turn again, and then I can use the mulligan feature. So right now, Vince is going to tee off. Hopefully, he does better than Mike. All right. To access the mulligan feature, I'm going to press Escape and go ahead and select Rewind Shot. And since it is Mike's turn, you can see he's back to hitting his first shot, and he gets a do-over off the first tee. Again, put the ball down on the tee in between the 4 dots. A little better shot for Mike there. Okay, so again, I want to look up here and see that it's Vince's turn to hit the shot. Vince has 124 yards to the flag and is uphill 6 feet, so just slightly uphill. The club selection here doesn't really matter. This is more of a suggestion than anything else. If I go up and again press Q, I can see kind of where I'm aiming, and I'm going to aim a little bit more towards the middle of the green, or should I say Vince is going to aim a little bit more towards the middle of the green, and try to put it on. Okay, because we have the setting to on green and I'm more than 6 feet away, it is going to add 2 shots to my score, give me a 2-putt, and Vince is on to the next hole. And it is Mike's turn, and again, I'm going to move Mike to aim a little bit more towards the center of the green. Put the ball between the 4 black dots, swing away. And that's why we want the greens to be very soft, because that ball will land and stop on the green. 30 feet from the pin, it's going to add 2 shots to my score. Scorecard comes up, Mike and Vince both make par on the first hole. And we're going to move to the second hole, where you can see it's now Mike's turn to go. Have fun.